Ho ho ho! It's hard to believe it's nearly 2023. 2022 has passed so fast, just like the previous year, just like the year before, or any other year. So, was this year good? I wouldn't say it was horrible, like those two previous years. However, there were things happening. It was tough for everyone living in Ukraine. Lights turning off, people barely being able to warm themselves up, cities being destroyed, and sirens going off. I was not there when all of these things were happening. I was not able to return home for nearly a year now. However, me and my family have been staying safe. I wanted to mention this because it's important to me, as that is where I was born and where I lived most of my life, in Ukraine. Of course, 2022 had also some positive things happening. During this year, I've been making a cartoon. Even though I failed to finish it due to technical issues, I will show few clips of it and make some commentary on what the final product was going to be. Deep Dive. That was the name of the animation I came up with in March this year, perhaps earlier. However, I've only started working on it this June, and things were really productive from July to August. Things went cold when my iPad broke. Please press F in chat. Anyways, originally back in February, I was going to make an animation before this one called Intruder, but while making it, I realized how horribly planned things were. There was no solid storyboard to work off, nor a script. The sprite sheets were, the animation was not good. All of this was pointed out by someone, and I sure did listen to it because I did agree with their points. I knew I could do better, and so I did. I made the new sprite sheets and planned things out, scrapped the old animation, and started working on the other one. The animation was divided into 3 parts and then into 6 parts. So my character Chloe finds a well, she gets sucked into it, she finds a water creature which tries to eat her, and she beats it, singing down the whole dimension, and then escapes. The story doesn't end there. You see, I had a whole timeline, and I had to even rewrite it once. At first, it was a timeline where my character simply travels all around Nevada, getting herself into troubles. However, a bit later, my story became a bit more connected, rather than it's just her traveling around, so... New timeline would have had the new characters, new places, and a lot of dialogue. Action? Of course! A new timeline had only 3 episodes planned out, and the 3rd one still to be worked on, as a storyboard of it. Now the old one, on the other hand, had 8 to 9 of those stories, but they were only ideas of what I wanted them to be. Few of them were transported into my current timeline. The one of them is the one I've just told you about, was the Deep Dive. In short, I had the project. Is it coming out? Yes. Am I even going to finish any of these episodes first? Definitely. But now it's a matter of time, as I have to focus on many things at the moment, as well as not forget to take care of myself. School has been taking most of my time. By the end of the year, I struggled to make a single digital piece because I lacked motivation and I couldn't push myself to do it. I still managed to practice on paper. Speaking of school, I had the school animation project. Have I finished it? Not yet. Not yet. But I have to. I still got time. Hopefully. Gosh, I hate school. The school project had the theme of abandoned buildings, and my project is about my character, Chloe, being chased around an abandoned hotel by the mannequin. The more she'd run, the more rooms she would face in front of her, constantly generate themselves. The original animation was meant to last for more than 3 minutes, but I really suck at time management, so it was cut to 20 seconds. Is the rest of the animation coming up sometime in the future? Yes. Do I know when? No. I can keep on talking and talking. I will never be able to cover all the scrapped work and ideas I currently have. I have tons, but it's hard for me to start working. Just last thing, I wanted to summarize everything I've done throughout this year. I've made tunes. That sure is a new thing for me, which I've done for 1.5 years now. I haven't done many animations, or I can even say not at all. But I participated in Resident Evil 2 reanimation collab. That was fun, and people I've worked with were really, really nice to me. I've been drawing a lot on paper and drawing horror stuff. I've been also writing stories and making a bunch of concepts. Here's a snippet of what I've done. Well, I think that's it. However, I wanted to thank everyone for staying with me, even though I failed to finish my project on time. Any projects. I greatly apologize. I know my apologies won't do anything, but it does make me feel bad that I promise things and I never complete them. I just believe in myself. I constantly think, yeah, I will finish it this year. I can promise that. I think I will do that. But then when I actually get to it, I just realize how, I don't want to make it. I cannot push myself. I should really work on myself fulfilling all the promises I ever make, so it's something for me to work on next year. I have time to work on myself, and I will. Either way, I want to thank everyone. Thank you, everyone, and even my friends. I wanted to thank my friends for being there and spending time with me. I greatly appreciate all of this. I wish all of you a happy new year, and I wish the next year to be better, if not the best, than this year. Happy New Year!
Blows up pancakes with mine.
My fucking pain.